สวัสดีค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะ
Sawadika!
I'm Lani Grace P. Sulayaw.
I'm Nicolas Rapsing.
I'm Dynasty Habulan.
I'm Rachel Raya.
I'm Gano Aaron Esteban.
I'm Dan Axel Dalion.
I'm Mary Chris Wislar.
And we are the Group 4.
Ngayong araw na to, we will discuss about the Quality Assurance Assessment of Education in Thailand.
And under this topic, we will talk about the types of quality assurance.
The National Education Act of 1999.
Different early childhood education programs in Thailand.
Quality assurance agencies in education.
Assessor Competencies Development.
Different challenges in Thailand.
So now, hold your pen and your notebook to jot down and be ready
To learn from us!
The National Education Act of 1999. Sa mga bansang ating napag-aralan tulad ng Amerika, South Korea at Singapore, napag-alaman natin kung paano nila sinaayos ang sistema ng edukasyon sa kanilang bansa. Katulad ngayon sa bansang Thailand, iisa lamang ang kanilang mga layunin. Ang layunin nila ay ang kung alamin ano ang mga problemang kinakaharap ng kanilang mag-aaral, mga guro at ng kanilang mga institusyon na nagpapalakad at upang makagawa sila ng hakbang paano mapabuti ito. Dahil dito, noong taong 1999, isinakatupad ang batas na the National Act of Education noong 1999. This act is a comprehensive law that governs the country's educational system. This is a broader reform to improve the quality and accessibility of the education. Ngayon, ang tanong ay kung paano nila ito sinagawa. Una, the decentralization of educational administration. It is granting more authority of local educational offices, school and adult educational institution. Second, the lifelong learning and education for all. Ang purpose nito ay to promote lifelong learning opportunities. Education is a lifelong process and it should be accessible to everyone. Ang pangatlo ay ang compulsory and basic education. In-establish ito upang magkaroon ng 9 years of compulsory education. Dapat magkaroon ng free education ang mga bata hanggang sila ay tumungtong ng high school. Pang-apat, curriculum and teaching reform. Una, this calls for the reform for the curriculum to make it more learner-centered and relevant. Not only on the remote memorization but focus on critical thinking, problem-solving skills, and practical knowledge. Lastly, the more training and development of teachers to be prioritized. Sabi nga nila, kapag ang mga educator natin ay marunong at na-train ng maayos, dito nasasagawa ng mabuti ang pagtuturo sa mga bata. Dapat din daw, the development of teachers is to be prioritized and the teachers should be qualified and to continuously updated to the modern pedagogies. Sunod ay ang number 5 ay the quality assurance and evaluation. Through ONESCA, schools should be monitor and evaluate if the educational quality follows the required standards. Dito malalaman kung ang mga institusyon at paaralan ay sumusunod sa guidelines na binibigay ng sistema ng edukasyon. Number 6 is promoting moral and ethical values. Students should not only be knowledgeable but also ethical and responsible citizens. 7. The involvement of private sector and community. This encourages the involvement of private sectors and local communities and families in the education process. Di ba tayo kapag ang mga paaralan ay humuhingi ng tulong sa mga pribado at labas na sektor ng ating lipunan dahil nagkakaroon ng mas mabuting pamamalakad kung ang mga tao at ang komunidad ay nagtutulong-tulong upang mapaunlad ang sistema ng edukasyon. Number 7, the special education and inclusivity. This is to ensure that children with special needs to have access to educational resources. At ang panghuli ay ang research and development. Ito ay promote upang magkaroon ng mabuting training at innovation ang mga guro at matuto sa mga panibagong modern learning methods. The 1999 National Education Act was amended in 2002 and 2010 to address emerging challenges and refine the frameworks, but it remains a cornerstone for Thailand's educational policy, guiding the development of country towards education system towards a more inclusive and quality-focused approach.
So, like other countries, marami ring early childhood programs sa Thailand. And this includes UNICEF's Early Childhood Development ECD program. Ang goal po nito ay i-ensure na bawat bata 0 to 6 years old sa Thailand, regardless of their background and ability, ay makakatanggap ng quality education and health services in their formative years. Kabilang dito yung mga nasa rural areas. Ang program na to ay pinopromote yung holistic development ng isang bata kabilang na yung physical, cognitive, social, and emotional growth. Tapos, nakapokus din yung program na to sa health ng mga bata. This program ensure that young children receive the essential health and nutrition they need. At gaya din po ng ibang program ay play-based learning din po siya, which help children develop their skills through structured play and exploration. Next po is yung the National Child Development Foundation NCDF program. Ito naman po nakapokus sa pag-improve ng well-being at development ng isang bata, lalo na yung mga nanggaling sa mga mahihirap at hindi gaanong napapansin ng community. The NCDF works to ensure that every child in Thailand has access to essential services and opportunities for healthy physical, emotional, and cognitive development. Tumutulong ang NCDF na magkaroon ng mga program na makakatulong sa mga batang may disabilities and tulad ng mga batang lumipat ng tirahan. The NCDF collaborates with the Thai government, international organizations like UNICEF, UNESCO, and NGOs, and local communities to ensure that children receive the proper care, education, and protection regardless of their socio-economic background. Next naman po is yung Children's Development Centers, CDC in Thailand. Yung CDC program naman po ay community-based, accessible and affordable early childhood education programs na nagpo-focus sa overall development ng isang bata, lalo na yung 0 to 6 years old. These centers are often supported by the Thai government, local authorities, and non-governmental organizations and are implemented as part of broader efforts to improve the quality of early childhood education around the country. Dito po, they often involve the parents and the community in the educational process, offering programs or workshops to enhance the role of families in early childhood education. CDCs provide structured early education programs that focus on the development of essential skills in areas such as language, mathematics, motor skills, and social interaction. Next naman po is yung Montessori programs in Thailand. Familiar naman po tayong lahat sa Montessori since meron din po tayo niyan sa Pilipinas at hindi lang po dito at sa Thailand kundi po sa buong mundo. Yung program po na to ay nakafocus sa child-centered learning, fostering independence, and respecting a child's natural development. So these programs are designed for young children typically from 2 to 6 years and encourage hands-on, self-directed learning within a structured, supportive environment. That's all, Kapunika.
Quality assurance in education is a systematic process of monitoring, evaluating, and improving the quality of education and training. It involves ensuring that educational institutions and programs meet specific standards and deliver high-quality learning experiences. Yung mga bansang bahagi ng bahagi or kasapi ng European Union, gaya ng Montenegro, Hungary, and Turkey, ay gumagamit ng different approaches when it comes to ECE quality assurance. These approaches typically involve a combination of internal and external evaluations, focusing on various aspects including student knowledge, educator competencies, and institutional practices. In addition to traditional evaluation methods, yung ibang countries like Hungary, ina-apply na rin nila yung technology sa pagmamonitor ng development ng mga bata para mas strengthen nila yung cooperation ng mga parents and guardians. Hungary, like Thailand, has a system in place to regularly assess the quality of its educational institutions. Kada 5 taon, sumasailalim or nagsasagawa ng external evaluation ang Hungarian educational institutions kasama sa ina-evaluate nila yung performance ng educators, leadership ng school heads, and also yung quality ng institution, yung facilities, yung resources, and overall environment ng institution. At part ng evaluation process ng Thailand, like Hungary, gumagamit din sila ng anonymous online questionnaire to gather feedback and insights.
Ayan, kanina nga nabanggit yung tinatawag na quality assurance. At nalaman nga natin na ang quality assurance ay systematic process na kung saan may layunin na ma-ensure yung tinatawag na quality ng education ng bansang Thailand. At ngayon naman pag-uusapan natin yung two main types ng tinatawag na quality assurance, which are the internal and external quality assurance. At ano-ano nga ba yung nilalaman ng internal quality assurance at para saan ba yung bawat isa nito? And una, mababanggit natin dito yung tinatawag na Self-Assessment Reports or the SARS, na kung saan ang layunin ay ma-evaluate ang performance and quality ng tinatawag na ng isang program or ng isang institution. Yung pangalawa naman, yung tinatawag natin na Internal Audit Evaluation, na ang layunin naman ay magkaroon ng access dun sa effectiveness and efficiency ng tinatawag na institution or program. While yung pangatlo naman, yung tinatawag natin na Internal Quality Improvement Plans or the KIPs, ito naman ay responsable in addressing the identified weaknesses and areas for improvement. Last but not the least, yung tinatawag naman natin na Monitor and Review, na may layunin naman ito na para matrack yung progress, evaluating the effectiveness and ensuring the accountability. And ayun lamang yung tinatawag natin na internal quality assurance. Dumako naman tayo sa tinatawag na external quality assurance. And dito sa external quality assurance, meron tayong tatlong agency na pag-uusapan. Una, yung tinatawag na Thai Accreditation Council or the TAC, na kung saan responsible in evaluating and certifying the institution programs, meeting quality standards. The second one naman yung tinatawag natin na Office for National Education Standards and Quality Assessments or the ONESCA. Ito naman ang responsible in assessing the institution or programs against national quality standards. And a short trivia lamang, alam nyo ba na simula November 2000, in Thailand, the process of education, quality assurance, and a defined set of educational standards assessment was formalized under nitong pinag-uusapan nating ONESCA. And that is according to Pitiyanawut 2007. And ang panguli, yung tinatawag naman natin na MOE or the Ministry of Education, na kung saan ito naman yung responsible in issuing certificates sa mga program or institution. That's all. Tap and clap.
Nung nagsimula ang proseso ng quality assurance sa Thailand noong 2000, sa unang round ng assessment, marami ng issue lumabas regarding the competencies ng mga external assessors. Halimbawa, kulang ang IT skills nila at hindi consistent yung application nila ng established standard. Kaya in 2015, nag-implement ang UNESCO ng QC 100 program para mapabuti ang qualities at competencies ng mga assessors sa lahat ng levels. From the research, tatlong main competencies ang na-identify nila bilang kailangan ng mga assessors. Una, knowledge and understanding. Dapat may deep knowledge sila about early childhood education standard at practices. Skills and abilities. Kailangan nila ng proficiency in IT, especially sa record and keeping and data management. Malaking bagay ito ngayon dahil digital records na ang ginagamit. At panguli, attributes. Kailangan din ng personal qualities like ethics, communication skills, at ability to work well with others. According to the study, IT skills ang pinaka-importante para sa mga assessors, followed by the knowledge of early childhood education and ethical qualities like being true friends or ambassador of qualities. Para mapa-improve ang competencies ng assessors, ang UNESCO ay nag-conduct ng training program at competencies development conference. May mga feedback system din na nakalagay para makita kung saan dapat mag-improve ang mga assessors. Nagbigay sila ng questionnaire sa mga institute na ni-evaluate at ina-assess, at yung feedback na yon ay yung ginagamit para mag-improve ang training at performance ng assessors. Kasama na rin dito ang QC 100 program na nagsisigurado ng performance ng mga assessors ay namomonitor at para malaman kung may mga issue, may sanction or reinforcement. Role ng ethics. Mahalaga ang ethical standards sa competency development. Before, ang mga assessors ay tinatawag na true friends, pero ngayon, tinatawag na silang ambassador of qualities para i-highlight ang importance ng ethics sa at professionalism nila sa kanilang trabaho. continuous improvement and monitoring. Wala pong end sa development ng competency sa mga assessors. Kailangan laging may feedback, training at monitoring. Habang nag-evolve ang education standard, ang UNESCO ay nagre-revise ng training programs at sinisigurado na nila na na-apply ang mga bagong skills tulad ng IT proficiency. Ang development ng assessor competency sa Thailand ay isang ongoing process na may focus sa knowledge, skills, and ethical behavior. Ang goal nito ay masiguro na ang mga external assessors ay may kakayahan at tamang attitude para sa pag-evaluate at pagpapabuti ng early childhood sa Thailand. And that's all, Kapon Krab.
Challenges in Thailand's Quality Assurance System. Ang Thailand ay may ilang challenges sa kanilang quality assurance system, tulad ng ensuring qualifications and competencies ng external assessors at pag-a-adjust ng assessment criteria para masakop ang mas malawak na factors tulad ng school environments. Ano nga ba ang kinakaharap na challenges ng Thailand? First is consistency across educational institutions. Ang consistency sa educational institutions sa Thailand's quality assurance system ay nakamit through the mandatory establishment of internal quality assurance system, standardized assessment frameworks, at yung QC100 program for external assessors. And second is limited resources. Ang mga limited resources sa Thailand's education quality assurance system ay makikita sa mga financial constraints, kakulangan ng skilled assessors, hindi sapat na technological infrastructure, disparities sa educational access, at mga challenges sa maintaining consistency across diverse institutions. And lastly, resistant to change. Ang resistant to change sa Thailand's education quality assurance system ay dulot ng complex na interplay ng cultural, professional, political, at resource-related factors. And that's all, Kapon Ka.
Sa kabuuan, ang quality assurance sa Thailand ay isang mahalagang proseso na tumututok sa pagpapabuti ng kalidad ng edukasyon, lalo na sa early childhood education. Bagamat may mga challenges tulad ng kakulangan sa qualified assessors, limitadong resources at resistance sa pagbabago, patuloy ang mga efforts ng Thailand para mapabuti ang sistema. Sa tulong ng mga internal at external quality assurance mechanism tulad ng UNESCO, QC100 at iba pang ahensya, natutulungan nilang siguraduhin na ang mga edukasyonal na institusyon ay sumusunod sa parehong pamantayan at patuloy na nag-i-improve. Mahalaga rin ang role ng assessors sa quality assurance process. Hindi lang basta qualifications ang tinitingnan, kundi pati na rin ang kanilang mga skills, ethical behavior at IT proficiency. Ang mga training programs at feedback systems na ipinapatupad ng UNESCO ay nakatutok sa pagpapalakas ng competencies ng mga assessors, na siyang magbibigay ng tamang evaluation para sa mga educational institutions. Tulad ng ibang bansa, may mga challenges pa rin ang Thailand sa kanilang quality assurance system. Pero sa patuloy na investment sa training, technology at resources, at sa pagbuo ng kultura ng transparency at collaboration, masisiguro nila na ang bawat batang Thai ay may access sa delikadad na edukasyon. Ang bawat akbang ng Thailand ay nagpapakita ng commitment nila sa quality education, kung saan ang transparency, ethics at continuous improvement ay mahalaga para sa future ng kanilang edukasyon. Sa Pilipinas, may mga similar na quality assurance system din sa ECE. Gaya ng sa Thailand, ang Department of Education or DepEd ang namamahala sa pagpapabuti ng kalidad ng edukasyon. Kasama na ang Early Childhood Care and Development or in short is ECCD program na nagsiset ng standards para sa mga preschool. May mga guidelines din na nakasaad sa National ECCD Standards para masiguro na maayos ang kalagayan ng mga bata sa mga learning centers. Tulad ng Thailand, mahalaga rin ang kwalifikasyon ng mga guro. Kaya't may mga trainings at professional development programs na binibigay sa mga ECE teachers. Meron ding accreditation at monitoring ng mga school para matiyak na sumusunod sila sa mga national standards. Ang Pilipinas ay may focus din sa inclusive education, kaya tinutulungan ang mga batang may special needs na makapasok at matagumpay sa edukasyon. Bagamat may pagkakaiba sa mga system at agencies, parehong layunin ng Thailand at Pilipinas na siguraduhin maganda ang kalidad ng edukasyon sa early childhood. At pareho nilang pinahalagahan ang tamang training at suporta para sa mga guro at estudyante. And that's all. Sana marami kayong natutunan sa mga share naming information about sa quality assurance ng Thailand. Kapon ka!